I just realized I don't have art for this character yet, so I should probably get some art for them. Let's check your Pinterest board.
Okay, that's everything. And quit. Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm just trying to get tabletop started up. So
All right.
sorry, I had to restart Steam. It was freaking out.
No problem.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
All right. Hello? You're cutting out a bit. Very slightly.
Hello?
You're really muffled.
Fuck.
There we go.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Right. I'm ready.
All right. So, when we left off, we'll do it the way I was doing before. You recap a little bit so you can refresh your memory, and then I'll help you fill in blanks you don't remember.
Okay. We went down to the jungle, and on the way there, met a dark elf. He freaked out when he saw me. I chased after him, and he told me that I was something probably very bad before. He told me that I was lucky that I didn't remember who I was. Continued on to the capital, made my way down there. Showed the pen to someone. They directed me to go to someone else, and it was a goblin hidden inside a wall. He then told me that I was the Blackbird, the person that followed around. I have her name written down. Thalia, the Sword of Shadows. I was her follower, essentially. And I somehow have her tag, which usually means that for her, when you have someone's tags, that you've killed them. So it brought up the question, did I kill her for some reason? So then after that, we went and talked to a water Ganassi woman, and she told me that my sword had some sort of demon inside of it, or devil, and that was scary, and that it had a bunch of souls of peoples inside of it. So not only does it have the memories, it has the souls of people. So then before we left, I talked to the sword and it said yes, it was a demon, and that it had the souls of people inside, and it still wanted me to get a body for it. So Yeah. I think that was the gist of it.
All right. Yeah. Do you have any plan of action that you're seeking to do this session, or do you just?
I'm gonna go find that goblin again, the secrets goblin.
Okay. So, you and Dark begin making your way across the city the next day, I'm pretty sure, because you ended up sleeping.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
you pass through this narrow street, almost an alley, and as you're coming, somebody else, a group of 3 people, starts heading down straight towards you.
What do they look like?
One seems to be hooded, and the other just seem to be, I don't know, they're like burly looking guys. The tough looking
Okay.
type, they've got scars and shit all over their face and cut lip.
Okay. I'll it's kind of I'll let them approach if they do.
Alright. The hooded one walks up to you and you see him, like, gesture with his hand, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
I think it's a wisdom save. Let me double check. You're not immune to being charmed, right?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't sitting in the wrong seat.
Wisdom save, yes.
Okay. That is 20.
You succeed. As you see the hooded figure walk up to you and go, "Tell me where the Sword of Shadows is." And I will bring out, as you get a closer look at this guy. You're in this alley.
I like him.
It's only like that wide, so you're kind of trapped as he walks straight up to you.
I'm going to act like I go rigid and my eyes wide. I will show you where the Sword of Shadows is.
No. Tell me. As Dark just sort of like looks at you like,
Okay. And with that, I will sorry, I blanked. Sorry.
no problem.
I would like I'll look to Dark and say, "Run." And I'm gonna cast a cloud of daggers on top of him.
Okay. Okay.
So there is no save, but he takes 4d4 piercing, or not piercing, slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking A. 8.
Damn. That's a pretty strong spell.
Mm-hmm.
8 damage. Okay, as he just like these
And
daggers spin around him as he just
and
yells
that
out in pain.
that 5 foot square is just full of daggers now.
Okay. Then we will roll initiative here. Roll initiative. All right, what'd you get?
17.
You are going first. You got your surprise round, and now you get to go first.
Oh boy. All right. I am going to. Okay. For my action, I will cast Poison Spray. Actually, no, that wouldn't be good. Actually, can I move the Cloud of Daggers? No, it just stays there. Okay. I will just cast Eldritch Blast at this one in the back.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
And he takes 9 points of force damage.
Damn. All right. As the second one on your left just gets slammed to his knees as he sort of drops down and starts coughing up some blood from the impact.
And I just kind of... I don't know. Yeah, I wonder why.
Why?
Because I farted. And also maybe because you shat in the bathroom.
You did?
No.
I didn't shit earlier.
Oh,
I just took a really quick piss.
sorry.
Stay gas.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right. With that, it is the Bandit 1's turn as he's just like, fuck, move out of the way, as he just sort of shoves this one back and like runs forward to try and seize you. And he tries to grapple you, so I need you to make an acrobatics or a athletics check to avoid this.
$24.
Damn. As he looks
I
like
got
he's
pretty high athletics for a rogue. Or not rogue, a warlock.
as he looks like he grabs onto your arms and you just sort of twist out of his grip as he just like stumbles back. And with that, that is the bandit's turn. It is Darek, as he is going to use the shove action to shove this guy.
Learning from Grim.
And so if I remember right, a shove is just an attack, right? Or is it?
I think it's a contested strength athletics.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe.
so that's we'll just go with that for now. 17. He got a 17, and then this bandit got a 19 as he just sort of like shoves this bandit as the bandit thug. I'm using bandit stat card anyway. Like he shoves him and he just sort of stands there and just looks down on him, and Dark's like, all right, and then he takes your word and runs. And as he runs away, the bandit gets an opportunity attack on him. That hits. And it does 6 damage as he sort of smacks this like club into his sort of shoulder pauldron, and it sort of dents in a little bit as Derek stumbles but keeps running, and he makes it all the way down to the end of the alley, and here's where it like opens back up into a street.
Mm-hmm.
As he just sort of looks back, and with that, it is the lizard folk's turn.
At the top of, as he starts his turn there, he takes an error 44.
All right, go ahead and roll.
9 points of damage.
Damn it. All right. Sorry, did I say that out loud? As he sort of like and sort of like backs up out of the daggers and stumbles back away from you. Damn you! And with that, he is going to bring out a staff from underneath his cloak and slam the ground. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Natural 20.
As you see him like build up this aura, as his eyes like flash purple, as like you see this like massive spell wrap around you as you just sort of shake it off. And he just like curses something in Draconic.
Nope.
All right. And with that, he also sort of backs up a little bit away from you. And he just yells, "Get him!"
Okay.
Right. Your turn.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Bonus action, Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and then for my action, I'll make an attack against this guy in front of me.
All right.
That is. That's a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
So he takes 1d10 plus 1d. Wait, he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. He got a 4.
He fails. So he is frightened. But we'll see if he even survives the attack first. 11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just strangely enough, without second thought, just Halser just brings up the katana, just a clean swipe to the neck, and he just kind of like his eyes widen as he realizes just like the muscle memory that just kicked in.
As the bandit thug falls over dead in the alley. As this lizard folk sort of hisses at you.
Alright, I'm gonna move, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright.
That is my turn.
With that, I'd say you're able to get out of this combat.
Alright.
As you're able to run out into the street following after Dark. As that you hear just like curses and hissing behind you. As Dark just like looks to you as you're running through the streets. Who the fuck was that?
Don't know, but we should leave.
Alright. You're now heading in the opposite direction of the goblin's wall hole, but you could find your way there the long way if you needed to.
Okay, we'll try and loop back around.
All right. As you loop back around, you don't really catch notice of anybody else. You're able to sort of catch your breath and get back to just a brisk walk without having to worry, it seems. There doesn't seem to
Okay.
be anybody on your trail.
Okay. Let's turn off combat music. Alright. Then we'll try and sneakily make our way back to the alley. Keeping a sharp eye out.
All right.
Okay.
You make your way to the alley, and it's the same as before. The wooden building and brick building. With the brick, you're supposed to knock twice on.
Okay. Is the body gone?
It wasn't the
Oh,
alley that you ran into him in.
Okay,
You just
okay.
ran into
Gotcha.
him on the way over to the alley with the goblin.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head over and knock on the brick.
Sort of, a brick gets removed and two little eyes pop through. Oh, again, you. All right. As he just sort of shifts the brick wall aside, just waves you in,
I'll come in.
and Dark sort of hesitantly follows as well.
We're dark. Okay. Alright, sorry to bother you, but I have some more questions.
All right. Well, either you pay me with information or you pay me with coin, but I can tell you more.
How about that someone else is on the look for the Sword of Shadows?
Eh, a lot of people are, but could you tell me who? Then I would be interested.
It was a lizard man, black scales in a hood. Don't know who he was though.
A lizard man. Okay, I'll accept that payment. What do you want to know?
First off, do you know any black lizards? Any infamous ones, perhaps?
Well, in terms of black lizards, there was one that was rather famous about a year back, but he's very dead now, and the reason I say specifically this lizard, because the one who killed him was the Sword of Shadows.
Huh. Oh, right then.
He was the Golden Fang of the sewers. Little bit infamous thug. Although, I'm not sure if that answers your questions related to this black lizard that you ran into today.
It's fine. Where was there a place where the Blade of Shadows resided?
Hmm. Unfortunately, I can't tell you. I don't know. She was constantly on the move, never seemed to stay in one place for too long. Although she always did find her way back to the capital, yeah. Not the capital, sorry. This city, every once in a while.
Hmm. This city in particular.
Yes, there's lots of theories going about. Her employer is here. She has some other business that she constantly needs to come back and attend to. No one's really sure. Or maybe it's just that she has a lot of work to get done here.
Hmm. Are there any people that might be closer to her? Or know more about her?
Like I said before, none other than you, my friend.
Great.
Oh, I'll give you a little bit of a warning, I suppose. You're going to want to be on the lookout for more than just a black lizard or two. There's a lot of people who would want your head just for what she's done.
She killed people that were only against the Empire, correct?
Yes.
Wouldn't most people, well, I guess, admonish her? Not
Yes.
admonish, admire her?
Most people would, but the few who don't really don't like her.
Right. Hmm. Right. Thank you for your time again.
No problem. I'd say come again, but I think it might be a little risky.
Right, of course. And I'll head out.
Stark's just sort of silently following behind you, like, so a bunch of people want you dead?
I guess so. I can't say I'm surprised, but it's a bit jarring.
Huh. Well, I guess, what's the plan then? I'm
I
good to head back whenever, but if you have more business to attend to here, I'm fine to stay as well.
don't want to keep dragging you along, let alone get you in get you wrapped up in all this trouble.
Don't worry, that lizard man didn't seem to put up that much of a fight.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, but still. There's a lot of people out there apparently that want me dead, so who knows? We have a whole city, and supposedly Thalia used to be in this city, but who knows where she could have gone, where she's been.
Yeah,
Just
I've never
no,
heard of her, but she sounds pretty famous around here.
yeah. I think I need to stew over this sword a bit more, to maybe find out some more things.
Alright. Well, oh, sorry. I'm gonna head out to get a drink and then head back to the place, but,
I'll meet you there.
yeah.
I'll make my way back to the bar or the inn.
Alright.
Grab you. All right, but I'm gonna make my way back to the inn. Head up to my room. And we're gonna try and look into the sword's memories again. I'm looking for Thalia's memories.
Okay, go ahead and make the roll. Wisdom save.
Oh, finally. 20.
As you gaze in and you search for Thalia's memories, and you search, and you search, and you search, you feel more in control of your sort of spiritual self as you search for it, but to no avail. It seems you can't find any of her memories.
Huh. That's weird. I could have sworn that maybe she's still alive. I'm gonna try and search the. Oh wait, I can do this easily since it's been less than 24 hours. I'm gonna search the memories of that bandit.
All right, easy enough. No need to make a save. You search through the memories. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Because you've got his whole life.
Right. Maybe the past events of like a couple days. Specifically looking for the identity of that man, of the Black Lizard.
All right. It seems he's just sort of a local thug hanging out in this sort of dinky dive bar where a bunch of shady types are hanging out, and it seems like last night the solicitor came in and asked him and the other guy for some assistance and gave them some coin. And he says, "I am Nilt. I just need some assistance for a shakedown." And they just sort of shrug. All right, who's the target? And he's like, "It is a small bird man. I just need some information from him. If you can restrain him, that will be perfect." As they just sort of look to each other, take a sip of their drink. "All right, you got a deal." And they sort of shake. "Where are we meeting up?" He says, and Milt says, "We'll meet by the fountain tomorrow. We'll search for him from there."
After I finish the. Oh, good.
Basically, the rest of the memory is just them searching for you, finding you, and then confronting you.
I kind of shakily put down the blade and just. God. He had no idea what he's getting himself into. Oh, God. I just kind of rubbed my eyes. Oh, God. I shouldn't have done that. Nils. They need to find Nils.
I will clarify the name because it might have been vague. Nilt.
Nilt. Sorry, Nilt. Nilt. Alright. I'm gonna head down to the bar.
All right. You see Dark there at the bar, just having a drink.
Give him a wave.
He just nods to you.
And I flick him a silver. Next round's on me.
Thanks.
I'll sit down next to him and call the bartender over and get us drinks.
All right. Easy enough. They get you some drinks.
2 silver then total, or?
We'll just say it's 1 silver, 5 copper for a couple drinks each.
Okay.
If you're getting the cheap
the bartender.
stuff.
Yeah. Us, the bartender. Do you know a lizard man by the name of Nilt? Black scales.
Hmm.
Kind of shady.
He just sort of strokes his chin a little bit. Well, Nilt, huh? Black-scaled lizard man. I've heard talk of a black-scaled lizard man over in the slum part of town, but never seen him myself. Don't know his name.
Alright. Thanks.
No problem.
I'll just finish my drink. What time is it about now?
I guess like 6 p.m.
Alright.
You got
Dark,
like
do you
3 hours of daylight left.
Dark, you in the mood for an afternoon jaunt?
Sure. As he just sort of finishes off his drink. I could go for a walk.
We're gonna go looking for that lizard.
All right. Slum part of town we go then.
Do you know much about this city, your brother being from here?
No, not really. I just visit from time to time, but I don't know too much about the. I don't have any of the local know-how and all that.
Right. Okay. Well, let's keep moving.
And you begin making your way towards the slum part of town, which also happens to be the same way towards the shack
The shack?
on the edge of the pier.
Oh shit! The shack. I'll if possible, I'll make a wide berth around the shack.
Okay. This is sort of avoid the shack, but get into some other sort of, I don't know, like sort of trash-built, stacked homes. Like,
I'm gonna using the memories of that bandit. I'm gonna try and locate the bar that they were found at.
oh, easy enough. You just do a quick glance, and you're able to sort of even look in his memory, and he has a memory of how to get there. So you just immediately learn how to get there. And
God, this is so fucked. Halsey just feels gross for doing all this, but
as you immediately know how to find your way to that sort of dive bar.
okay. Alright, I'm gonna make my way inside.
All right. You sort of open up these swinging loose doors. They sort of creak on rusty hinges as no one seems to really pay much mind of you entering. As the barkeep is serving multiple patrons and everybody else seems to be enjoying their evening drink.
Do I see either Nilt or the other bandit around here?
You see none of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
And he's a sort of gruff, bearded dwarf. What can I get for you?
Whatever's popular. Do you know anybody around here by the name of Nilt?
And if I do?
I'll toss him a gold.
He just like looks it over. Yeah, I know him.
Where can I find him?
Or and he just sort of like gives you a tankard. Well, he slinks over underneath the docks. He's got some sort of shack down there.
All right. Thank you.
I think it's the one with the... what is it? It's got one of those... it's got... What's it called? Algae, right. Yeah, it's got algae, that's what it's called. It's growing all over the roof. That one. That's the shack.
Right. Okay. Thank you. And I'll just go drink half the mug, give the other half to Darik, and make our way out of here.
Dark just quickly downs it. Alright, back on the move.
I guess you could call this a bar crawl then, technically.
Technically, you're right.
That's the best kind of right. But me and him will start looking for the shack.
The other shack. A different shack on the
Yeah,
piers.
the algae shack, not the crazy Ganassi woman shack.
As you sort of reach on the edge of the slum district, the sort of branches out more into basically a bunch of docks that are sprawling out into the river, but have like sort of just junk shacks and homes just sort of built on them. Like these docks were probably once used for fishing and boats and all that, but now they're just sort of overrun with makeshift homes. As you see one on the edge of the water, that's sort of, the roof seems to be covered in this like slightly fluorescent algae.
Okay. All right. Hard and fast, or carefully?
Well, I was just gonna follow your lead. I wouldn't say that being quiet is my specialty, though, as he just sort of takes a step and the entire dock shifts.
Right. If you see any commotion, come running. Also, I assume we would have gotten a short rest out of this somewhere.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Short rest at the bar.
Lovely. All right. All right. I'm gonna make my way up to about 30 feet. 30 feet close to the shack. Stealthily, obviously.
Like 30 feet away from the shack?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Alright. Not too difficult.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic at will.
Oh. Okay. Read how that spell works again.
For the
It sees
duration,
through how much feet of material or whatever.
the spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
3 feet of wood or dirt. Okay, there's less than 3 feet of wood.
I don't imagine these are like big insulated walls. But
No.
if you sense any magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. There's 2 pretty clear things that have magic around them. First, inside the shack, you see a sort of humanoid figure, sort of in this mild aura of enchantment magic. And the roof also seems to be covered in this algae, and the algae seems to have sort of a slight magical enchantment property to it.
Okay. Before I do anything, mage armor.
Okay.
And armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stealth my way toward the door, toward like a window or something.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any windows really, but there's like sort of cracks in the wall you might be able to peek through.
Okay, that'll do.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. I had to get low at some point. Stealth 8.
That's so hot.
It's not hot.
Um,
It's hot over there, but not over here.
as you're stealthing up, you sort of don't really know what boards creak and what boards don't as you step on a board, and there is a rather loud creak.
Okay. Okay. Do I see movement inside?
sorry.
It's okay.
Why is this not working? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. You see movement inside as there's some rustling, and you hear someone muttering under their breath. As he just like goes up to the door, and you see the door begin to swing open.
I'm gonna use my mimicry, mimic the sound of a stray cat.
As he just sort of like looks around. Make a deception check for me.
Hey, wait. Let me just double check if I get a bonus on that.
If not, I'll say you get advantage because mimicry.
Okay, yeah, no. No advantage normally.
Yeah, I'll say you get advantage. It
Okay.
makes sense.
Alright. Come on, baby. Okay. 15.
As he just sort of like takes a peek at the door and hears the cat. And just goes back inside.
Okay. Alright. Can I see Dark from here?
Yeah, he's sort of just milling about at the end of the dock, other end of the dock.
Okay, good. Are there many other shacks nearby here?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Okay.
You also see like the occasional raggedy person move out of a shack and down the dock, or down the dock and into a shack.
Okay. Alright. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna walk up, knock on the door.
Yes.
I
walks over.
mim
Okay, go ahead.
I mimic like a gruffer voice, like, "Hey, I need to talk to you."
And he just yells back, "Buzz off! I'm busy."
Too bad. I'm gonna kick in the door.
As he just sort of spins around and it points the staff at you.
I point the sword at him. Now, we can keep this nice and civilized, or this could end worse for one of us. Your call.
You notice he's sort of like glancing around behind you, like he's looking for something. As he just sort of like raises the staff back.
I
What do you
I
want?
answers. I want answers. You're gonna give them to me. First off, what do you know about the Blade of Shadows?
I know she's a massive cunt.
Alright, what else? Useful information.
What do you mean? She's a murderer?
Why are you looking for her?
'Cause she's a murderer.
Right. Alright. Just thinking, sorry.
No problem.
What were you hoping to get out of me?
Where she is. That's all I want to know. I don't need anything from you. Other than that.
Put the sword down. Maybe we can help each other then.
What are you talking about?
Listen, whoever I was, the Blackbird, or whatever, I don't know who I am. I have no memory of my life. I've been trying to figure out what's been going on. And this lady, the Sword of Shadows, is my biggest lead I have.
As he just sort of like narrows his eyes at you. Make a persuasion check. Because you're telling the truth. It's just you gotta persuade him.
Fuck. Persuasion. Okay, it's an 8.
As he just sort of squints his eyes on you. This is some kind of practical joke.
It really isn't. I wish it was a joke.
Well then. If I say no, are you gonna cut me down?
No. I'll leave you living your wretched life. Or you can help me, and I'll help you.
And he just sort of gives you a smile. Alright. If you trust me, then let me cast a spell on you.
I just kind of put my hands up. All you.
Just narrows his eyes. And, I'm going to, he casts a spell. And, I need to make a wisdom save. But you can fail it if you wish to.
I will willingly fail it.
Alright. As, you feel your mind sort of muddle and feel like sort of open as he says, "Tell me where she is and whether you're telling the truth or not." As you just hear yourself say something along the lines of, "I was telling the truth. I have no idea where she is." As he just sort of hisses. and lets the spell go as you feel your like freedom of will come back.
There. Satisfied?
How does that make any sense? You're the same black bird, so you really did lose your mind. Well, I don't see why we would work together, seeing as you are her confidant. Even if you don't know who you are now, unless you plan on helping me kill her, I don't think we're going to get along.
Fine then. I have my answers, and you yours. And I'll just turn to leave.
As he just sort of lets you leave.
And I'll look back to him. Oh, and maybe fix the place up a little, and I'll toss him 2 gold.
As he just sort of like spits on them and then picks them up.
I'll make my way back to Dark.
So he's sort of just giving you, not dark, but the lizard sort of just gives you an evil eye as you make your way away down the dock.
Make my way back to Dark.
All right. You make your way back to Dark, and he just sort of asks, "Well, you're not dead or wounded, so how'd it go?"
We walked away more or less amicably. I told him what I knew. He told me what he knew. That is to say, from both parties, not much.
Well, I mean, at least you didn't kill each other.
Yeah, I suppose so. Alright.
So
How
what's
about
the...
we have a... Go ahead.
I was about to ask, what's the plan from here?
Well, I suppose maybe tomorrow we should make our way back to, what's the town that we're from called?
Oh, I have it written down. It's something. I think it's Brazenhearth. I think is what it is.
Yes, that was the name, Brazenhearth. I suppose tomorrow we should make our way back to Brazenhearth. But how about before that we have a proper bar crawl?
All right. So where's the next bar?
Guess we'll go find that out.
All right. As you sort of, for the rest of the night, make your way bar to bar, having a pretty good time. Just trying to relax out the sort of high tension it has been since you've left Brazenhearth. When in the midst of your brawl car, and you Dark, and you are sort of like laughing and walking down the street, a hooded man sort of taps you on the shoulder.
I turn to him.
And he just sort of whispers in your ear, "The Claw would like to hear your report." And then he begins to walk away.
Oh, damn. Just quickly before he gets out of line of sight, detect magic.
Um, You're able to see that he has some sort of ring on that is illusion magic, but other than that, there is nothing.
Should I? I kind
As you
of.
just hear the sword pipe up in your mind. Huh? Wonder who that was. I wonder what that meant.
When did you turn southern?
Well, demons. The voices can change.
Sorry.
Well, demons and their voices, they
I
can
don't
just.
know about that one.
Yeah, demons, their voices change all the time.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, right.
I
The, the,
will.
the demon had this kind of voice. Right. Yeah, I wonder who that was.
Don't suppose you'd know.
Hmm. No clue.
I'll just put the sword away and just willfully choose to ignore it.
Dark sort of just like looks to you. Don't suppose I know what.
Nothing.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Speaking to myself. What's the next alehouse?
And he's like, I think that way. As he just sort of shakily points an arm in a direction.
Alright. We will continue our night of revelry until we are either too drunk or it is morning, whichever comes first.
You continue on until you just sort of don't remember much and then wake up on the floor in an alleyway.
I wake up like, oh no 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 no. Oh that's right.
As Dark is sort of clocked out next to you, leaning against the wall.
We have our things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I shake him awake.
And he's just like, oh, oh, oh. He just sort of puts his hand on his head. Ow.
Is it hitting you hard?
A little bit. So he sort of stands up. Ooh, and he sort of puts his hand on the wall. Shouldn't have stood up.
I'll shakily stand up as well.
You're feeling it pretty hard too.
I just
You also
behind a
look into
trash
your
bin.
coin purse and you're missing a solid 5 gold pieces.
Good lord. Alright. That's the price of revelry, I suppose. Do you remember much?
Last thing I remember is, I don't know, you talked to some shady guy, and then another shady guy. You talked to a lot of shady people.
What? Wait, what?
I think it was like in the square, some hooded guy. Wait, they were both hooded.
I remember the lizard, and I remember the other random guy on the street. Was there more?
He just sort of scratches his head. There was that goblin.
Right, but okay. I'll just kind of just all right. We should probably get back to the inn and grab our things.
Alright. Guess we are going to be heading out today. Whew. At least it's just a ferry ride.
Yeah, thankfully.
And easy enough, you're able to get your things.
All right. Then I guess we'll just get a ride on the ferry.
Yeah, easy enough. I think it was, with your horses, um, like 6 silver for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, able to pay your ferry ride up. So I think, yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? Right, right. Easy enough. The rest of your day is sort of a slow crawl upstream back towards Basin Pass. Uh, as you leave Zoltis behind, you see right by the docks. There's this sort of outcropping shack as a blue head pops out and looks at you in the eyes and just goes, "No!" And you see her just sort of like reach out to you and fall straight into the water and not come back up.
Just like, can this thing go any faster?
As he's like, well, I mean, a little bit. As he sort of huffs and pushes further with the pull.
I watch the water for the rest of the ride.
You don't see anything beneath the slightly murky waters.
Okay. I'm watching intently.
It's an uneventful ride up after that. And it's about, the sun's beginning to set over the mountaintops. Sun sets in the west?
I will be honest, I don't know. I think it's the east.
Sets in the east. Yeah,
No, it sets in the west.
sets in the west. You see it sort of setting over the northwestern mountain peak above Basin Pass.
Okay, yes, it rises in the east, sets in the west. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. My brain broke for a bit there too. Like, what is memory even good for anyway? Remembering things? Fuck. Okay. You arrive back in the same small, sort of dinky stopping point town at the base of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And are able to unload and pay the ferryman and you're on your way.
All right. Let's keep traveling northward, or I guess northeast. Make our way back to Brazen Hearth.
All right. You rest for a day at an inn, and nothing much seems to happen this eventful. So, same with your travels back to Brazen Hearth. It's pretty uneventful. It takes a couple days, but you're able to easily make your way back.
Okay. What's it like whenever we get back? I guess the Wyvern Claw place.
Okay. We will take a quick break here while I get some things ready.
That's all right.
But if you need to go get a drink or something like that.
We'll do.
I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, I just got back.
I just got back as well. Good timing. Alright, so you arrive back in Brazen Earth and make your way over to the Wyvernclaw's Guild Hall. You see Richard out front, sort of practicing him by himself on a dummy with the practice sword. As he just looks over at you and... Ah! Well, you've made your way back. How'd the trip go?
It went fine. Some hiccups along the way, but it went well.
And Dark's just like, unfortunately, my brother wasn't in town, but we figured out Halser's shit, I think.
For the most part.
And Richard sort of is like, well, that's good. If that's the case, then you two are back. How do you feel about me posting us up and ready on the job board again?
That sounds just fine. I could use some work to distract myself.
Alright. I will post that tonight, actually. I can make my way over there, file the paperwork and all that. Mercenary groups are in high demand right now with the ever-present rumors and fears of the undead about.
Right.
Hopefully we won't run into any more, though. From what I can tell, it's just rumors. There is no real signs of those things. It's just sort of like has this dark look.
I'm gonna get myself situated.
Alright. You make your way back into the barracks, and all your bunk and everything is left as you had it before.
Wonderful.
Sorry about that. Bit of crunch time.
It's fine.
So, do you have anything you have in mind for doing? Do you need to visit any stores? This is like I said before, heavily bustling trade city, so there's a lot of things you can buy here if you need to. Before you get anywhere to the job, you've got at least the next day, you'll be free.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for any magic experts.
Alright. You find, after a little bit of asking around and searching, you find this sort of secluded, small, I guess, tent set up in the market square, where upon entering you see a sort of elderly looking woman sort of kneeling down. Oh. And from what you've heard, apparently she tells fortunes, but also more than that is a talented mage and could possibly tell you something you needed to know.
Of course. Alright. I'll enter. Hello?
Hello, dearie.
You're the mage, correct?
Yes, I can tell you your fortune if you wish. It is only one gold coin.
Well, I actually had some more inquiries of the magical kind.
Oh, a scholarly type. Yes, I know many things.
I I pull out the sword. I need you to tell me as much as you can about this. Please.
As she sort of squints and looks at the object. Oh, yes. If you give me a moment with the item, I can tell you what I can find out.
Of course.
I will try to discover the origin and... how do I say this? The sort of aura that encapsulates an item. I will do my best to... eh, 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 eh. And she just sort of like stares off into space. Oh, right, yeah. What was I saying?
The sword. You were going to look at the sword.
Oh, yes, yes. As she just sort of like looks down at it, and you see her begin to chant, sort of trace her fingers across the blade, sort of inscribing these runes in Draconic with her fingers, but it's not like, it's like these glowing runes above the sword. Yes. Oh. Oh. She sort of lifts up her hand. Yes, this is an interesting blade. What was it that you wanted to know again?
What is it? How does it work? I guess. Where did it
Oh.
come from?
Where it came from, it seems, some talented mages seem to have bound a demon's corporeal form within it, thus granting it its soul properties. And where it came from, I believe came from the Far East. Perhaps I have seen inscribed over there. There are demon-slaying, fiend-slaying clans. Perhaps it was created by one of those?
Okay. What else?
Oh, it has a rather tormented aura. It seems... It seems to express constant distress. And it seems to only cause distress for those around it. It has absorbed a lot of that feeling. She just sort of smiles at you with like 3 teeth.
Right.
I would get rid of this if I were you. It's bad juju.
Right, I knew that, but, how would I even do that?
Oh. Well. To get rid of such item. She just sort of like looks closer at you. Oh. And you see her just sort of like hold out her hands and like grasp at something in the air. Oh. I see. then there will be two ways. One, find a way to destroy the blade. That which I have no idea. Second, find a way to sever your connection with it. Although the part it took from you, it will never return.
What do you mean the pot it took from me?
The part of your soul.
What?
Oh, did you not know? It's taken part of your soul. It seems that it's holding on to it for you. She just sort of like looks at you questioningly.
I'm just kind of staring off. How? Why? How would it?
Well, the only way I can think of is that you must have given it your soul, at least part of it. And it in return has granted you part of its soul. I can see it in you. It's already tainting you.
Just kind of look up to her. How?
A demon's power is not easily sealed. So it's leaking. And you're acting as a faucet.
What does this mean for me?
Well, it means what you make of it. In the sense that I don't know what your plan is with the demon's soul within you, or if you care about the soul you've lost, or if you wish to help this demon or destroy it. All I know is what I see. But if you wish, I may tell your fortune.
I just kind of look to her, like, just shake myself. Okay, sure.
Hey, do you have a tarot deck?
I do. Hang on. Wait, for tabletop or?
Either, actually.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I have the Taraka deck for tabletop. I was about to go get my actual tarot card deck. Can you promote me?
Yes. Promote.
Oh, fuck. This is either good. I'm either about to get fucking shammed or this is gonna scar me. Okay, objects, save objects, Curse of Strahd. Alright, here is the high deck, and here's the low deck.
How does
Or
Terra
common deck.
How is Terra How does the D&D terracotta cards work?
Uh,
I'm sort of interested.
Taraka.
I'm gonna Google it as well, I guess. Taraka deck reading D&D. That's a 33-minute video.
We saw the same one.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, let's see here. The high deck is the most dominant if using the. Actually, hang on, let me just send this to you. So there's different layouts that you can do, which each layout has its own different meanings whenever you for each card you lay out. But let's see here.
you know what? We're gonna go with the traditional tarot cards because I know how to do a simple, normal tarot card reading.
Okay.
I don't think I have.
I think. Wait, are Taraka? Do they have the same basic names or no?
It doesn't seem like it. Give me a second.
That's good. Take your time. I'm fully invested in this.
I believe the deck of many things is a tarot deck.
Is it?
Oh, this is pretty neat. Opponents. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Okay. I overwrite this. I go to workshop.
Oh.
Let me double check this is. See, I only want a certain, up to a certain number of cards. I want the first 22.
I should learn how to properly use the Taraka deck.
It would be neat. You'll end up seeing why this is the deck I chose.
Oh no.
It's pretty neat. It fits. I'm gonna save this after this so that I have this for both the deck of many things and also tarot readings in the future. I believe that is all right. Okay. Save object. Then save this. Okay. How exciting. As she sort of kneels out in front of you, and draws out 3 cards, placing them in front of you. She says, 1 for your past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. What would you like to learn of first?
The past.
Oops.
Ace of Cups.
That's the 1 card that I must have dragged in an extra card. Oops, I did not want that card. Okay. The Chariot. You stormed forward for what you believed in. Not stopping at anything. Rolling over any who got in your way. As she then goes to the present. Your present. The Hierophant. 1 second, I forget the Hierophant. Okay. You are learning much. You begin to rediscover yourself and find possibly new meaning in life. And now, for the biggest question, what lies in your future? The world. Well, let me think. You will end a cycle. You will bring this story to a conclusion. A story beyond just yourself. Beyond just what you understand now. You will bring an end to this story. She sort of sits up. Well, that'll be 1 gold.
Just Alder's just standing there agape, like Thank you. I'll fumble around in my coin purse and hand her a gold.
Okay. She takes it, sort of licks it. Yep. Thank you.
Why all the crazy ones like this? Alright, I will leave.
Alright.
Fuck. I see why you chose that deck.
Crows.
Oh my god. Those all fit a little too well. I guess that's how the Taraka deck works. Okay. Halser will make his way back to the guild hall. All the while
Okay.
thinking about what to do with the sword and the demon and his past.
And the demon just sort of chimes in. So, you aren't planning on getting rid of me, right?
I don't know yet.
Although I don't think right now that would be a good plan for you.
You would know, having my soul.
Hey, look, we made a deal. I
I
give you
don't
some of
remember the
mine, I
deal.
take some of yours. It's just how it works. It's a trade.
I'm just gonna find a bench or something to sit on in the market square and close my eyes, and I'm gonna look into the sword.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
My memories.
Okay.
17.
As you just hear the demon say, hey, wait, that's not a good idea! As you just... And you stop hearing his voice. And you begin to walk through the dreamscape. And you see...
Hold up. Wait, let me get something for the moment. Okay.
As you begin to walk through the dreamscape, suddenly you're on a sort of hill covered in roses. And you see a tall man with sort of pale skin and short black hair. Sorry, not short black hair. Medium length black hair, sort of tied up into a bun, and he's wearing a white robe, and he looks down and he sort of ruffles the feathers on a small kenku's head.
Okay.
And he just sort of smiles, and you hear him just like say something, but you're having a hard time making out what he's saying. It's almost like you can feel through experience using this sword that you can't learn things that the person themselves doesn't, like the memories
Right.
themselves don't contain. So it seems like this memory
Right.
doesn't contain what he actually said. It's just sort of
Mhm.
this warm memory of being on this rose-covered hill with this man. And a kenku you presume to be yourself.
Okay.
What do you do?
I
As
guess
you
I'm just
as you sit, the memory sort of just seems to play on repeat.
I'll go to the next memory.
You try to sort of push your way through. You look down and you can sort of see down beneath. You're sort of standing on the roof of a house. You can see the small kenku again, And in the backyard, which looks like of this house, it seems like more than just a backyard. It also seems to be a training yard with some dummies and archer targets set up. But mostly you just see a Kenku with a stick and another little girl with red hair, bright red hair, swinging a stick at you as you're just like play sword fighting with each other.
Okay. Is the man anywhere?
On closer look, you look beneath and you see on the porch of the building, he's sort of sitting there watching, smiling.
Okay. I'll keep going.
As you push forward, there seems to be some unnatural, like, tugging on your mind as you push through, and you sort of glance down at yourself and you realize you've become semi-transparent.
Okay. Probably not good, but we're gonna keep looking.
As you push forward, suddenly you see a Kenku, sort of yourself, younger self, maybe be several years later, sort of kneeling in white robes as well, looking at the the uh, the man sort of present this sword to the uh, the red-haired girl, who's now also a couple years older, as there seems to be this sort of ceremony as she takes the blade from him. And it's easy enough to tell that this is not the same blade that you wield,
Mhm.
as she sort of like runs her hand across the blade as the like blood soaks down it to the tip and drips into a bowl. As the uh, man sort of picks up the bowl, the stone bowl with the blood in it, and sets it on this altar and sprinkles in what looks like ashes.
Which
As you
which look like what?
ashes, a sort of grayish black powder. As you see her sort of wince in pain, and you see your pastoral sort of lurch forward a little bit, like almost in like shock, but they sort of stay where they are watching, and then you see her kind of like wince as there's sort of like smoke rising from both her and the blade, as she sort of just begins to calm down, and then the memory repeats.
Keep moving.
You feel more tugging on yourself, and you seem to have even more transparent than before. You speak slowly, becoming more and more transparent the further you push through these memories. You can feel this tugging in your mind.
Do I get a sense of danger from it? Or
You just feel a sort of nostalgia,
okay.
and also a sort of, I don't know, loss of self, sort of like you're zoning out a bit.
I'll look through one more memory.
All right, you reach one more, and this time you're sort of standing behind this red-haired girl who's now more of a young woman, as you're more like a young man at this point, and you have a Eastern-made sword at your side, a similar scabbard as what you were, and the leather armor that you remember seeing, um, that you had all scraped up, and she is wearing just like a simple robe and has this sword, and in front of you guys is this demon. It's a fiend, this sort of small, red-skinned, single-horned demon with like 3 eyes staring back at you with fangs dripping with some sort of green vicious liquid as you and the girl work fluidly together to strike down this demon.
Okay.
And then the memory repeats.
Do I feel myself fade even more?
Yes.
I'm gonna leave the dream.
As you sit back up in your seat, gain 2 levels.
Oh shit!
As you sort of feel yourself struggle, like in your mind, to regain a sense of worldliness, as you sort of look around and see the bustling streets of the market again and sort of bring yourself to your senses. As the sword sort of says, oh, fuck.
I just...
You can feel yourself become magically stronger. Well, that happened, huh?
I'm just kind of silent, staring off.
And also make sure gain 2 levels specifically in Warlock.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to multi-class eventually, but... So, you want to talk about it?
No, I don't think I do.
Well, I'm here if you ever want to talk about it. But, hey, look, I don't recommend doing that again. I'm happy you came out this time, but I've seen many people go in and look for themselves and never come out.
I just stand up and I'll make my way back to the guild hall.
All right. Um, Easy enough. You um, make your way back to the guild hall, and it seems like no one's really about.
Um, I'm just going to snap the sword away to its own little pocket dimension,
All right.
and I'm gonna lay all my equipment down on my bed, and I'm just gonna go for a walk.
Okay. You just begin to wander. Do you have any particular direction you're heading?
I'm gonna look for a library.
Okay. Um, Easy enough. After walking around for a bit, you come across the city library, and step inside. You see a elven woman looking over a manuscript. Ah, yes. Is there something I can help you with?
Hello. Do you have any scrolls or books about the Far East?
Oh, Gregorian material. Yes. Uh, as she sort of flips through like what looks like a index of the catalog of the books. Oh, yes. Up on the second floor, the marked 32 section will have the books you're looking for.
Thank you. I'll just make my way up.
All right. So you make your way up, and you see section 32 on the second floor. Has many different books on what you quickly realize is the continent of Gregoria.
I'm gonna do some reading, specifically looking for anything about the demon hunters or slayers or whatever they be.
Um, Skimming through, you find some surface level stuff about history of the continent. Um, about how there's was several wars early on before they even discovered the continent was discovered by the Empire. Um, it says that eventually you come across, particularly a section on Eastern-made weapons, and you learn that these swords that you've seen, these katana-like swords, come from an area of Gregoria called Rosmona. And then from there, you search further into what Rosmona is, and you find Rosmona seems to be an independent nation of Gregoria that is very clan based. It seems like their culture is very based on your family, whether it be through blood or allegiance. Seems that there was many different clans, and as you do research into the different types of clans, you see fiend slaying clans. Apparently descended from shamans long ago. They took up the practice of slaying demons and fiends and devils that walk Gregoria's and Rosmona's land to keep the people safe, with many ancient practices and arts in order to do such a feat. Although it seems like you can't find any more in-depth information.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Is there anything about the demons of this land,
Um,
if any?
it mentions how um, the land of Rosmona and the area around it used to be an evil, tainted landscape overrun by the wild and unholy, and that Rosmona was the first nation established in said land, and so far has been one of the few to actually repel these unholy evils and demons and devils and um, undead and monstrous beings that roam the land. It says part of the reason of this is that there apparently is a very strong spirit that resides atop the rose-covered hill in Rose Lake, the capital of Rosmona. And apparently these roses that grow on this hill have spiritual properties that protect against the unholy, and that the residents of Rosmona use them to combat these demons. It seems most likely that these demon-slaying clans probably also take use of these.
Okay. Hmm.
Um, some further reading into Rosmona, it seems that they also um, practice less of the religion of worshipping gods and the like, and more of worshipping one's ancestors and spirits, taking on more of a spiritual and um, that kind of
Right.
religion.
Okay. Okay. I'm just soaking this all in.
No problem. Take notes if you need to. Tell me to pause. Tell me to repeat things. I can
It's
do that.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Ask me if I say something that doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right. I I think that's all the questions I have for now.
All right.
But after I look all that up, I will make my way back to the guild hall.
All right.
And unless you have anything else you want to do immediately, I think that might be a good place to stop. But
Yeah, I think so too.
holy fuck.
So, what's your thoughts now on the situation? You learned a lot of new things and gained 2 levels on accident.
On accident. Wait. Uh, I, looking into my memories gave me levels? Or I guess you should tell me, but holy shit.
I can definitely tell you this. After looking into your memories, you felt magically stronger.
Okay. Holy shit. So I did come from the east. I came from fucking Gregoria, hometown, baby.
Yep.
And there's still so much more I have to look at though, but okay. Okay. I need to. Alright, I had a lot of fun. I need to stew on this, but I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom.
All
Really bad.
right.
So I'll be back.
So, knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus. Knowest that 5 throne, the fast fading flame must be a reenact. So it is. I became a lord of cinder. I may be but knowest that 5, the fast a reenact. So it is. I became a lord of cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus. Now, do not.
Hello again. For what? I too am bound, but I hear that if a blessing of the moon upon your journey. If you should blessing.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Wow.
Quite the session.
Yeah. Shit. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. I was wondering how you would react to learning more about your past, and I mean, silence, I guess, is a real reaction.
Yeah. Oh, hang on one sec, Tristan.